Ladies and gentlemen, the launch, prioritizing children's rights in climate action.
We are here and very thrilled to unveil our next flagship program, which is a child-centered initiative designed to empower the future guardians of this great planet.
These are some of the problems we experience as children. Number one, poor playground. Children like me, or where I come from, like Kibera, we cannot play sports like football or any other sports because of a lot of flood. So the solution now is we want to request that government may establish more drainage systems in our area. Number two, poor infrastructure.
We believe that Save the Children can also speak to the government on our behalf as we wait for an opportunity to talk to Governor Sakaja to take into hand all problems and solutions and are held for the betterment of us children. Thank you for considering our request. We look forward to collaborating with you to promote child rights in Nairobi County.
This program will be the launchpad for us then to be able to give children that voice that can enable us to be able to make sure that children own this country and also can be able to advocate for greater heights towards climate crisis.
Our overall goal, where we wish to land with all this, is that we want to contribute to improved development outcomes for children in the face of climate change. The project will have three main outcomes. One is that the government and civil society have improved knowledge and capacity to address children's rights. Second outcome is improving prioritization of child rights within government of Kenya's climate change priorities. And we hope to do that through improved collaboration between civil society and government. Lastly, we want to improve public engagement in child rights and climate change. We also need to engage the public, the community, to also understand the importance and the impacts. And we will also collaborate with the media to bring the understanding also within the public space.
This, as a flagship, really has no boundary. When you're advocating for climate change, right? Climate change is not something that's geographically bounded. It's something that affects us all. You know, it's actually something that unites humanity. If we are looking at Kenya and we are going to be doing this program in a big way, we don't even have to be, geographically bounded by it. Climate change is so central in the lives of children. It influences all the things that impact children. So the livelihoods of their families, their health, the world they inherit, access to education, and so on and so forth.
For the areas that we work in, what we have seen affecting us and basically affecting the children and the communities is those prolonged drought seasons. When it rains, the rains are really destructive, and that really affects the day-to-day operations of how children have to live in terms of their livelihoods. And you find people now their focus really changes from what they're really supposed to.
And one of the biggest things we need to do is to advocate for children to have their voices raised and also to be part of the process that creates a solution for climate change.
We are going to set the pace for voicing some of these challenges that climate change directly pose in the lives of children. And so it's basically a moment that we are using to begin changing the narrative, walking the talk in terms of child participation in addressing the effects of climate change.
It's our moment to hear them and to really, with them, elevate this issue for everyone to take it with the seriousness that it deserves.
We really hope that following the launch of this project, we'll kick-start it and we'll have children very much involved in the beginning of the implementation to really ensure that we are prioritising their rights in this project, and particularly in climate change.
Our hope and expectation is we will have a lot of strategies in place that will be impacting the life of the children, the communities we are serving positively, and hopefully that will be our achievement end of this flagship.
We want it to be your voice that presses all the decision makers, policy makers, and the communities at large that let's take climate change seriously and let's do something about it urgently.